This is the channel of the Desert Shaman. Hope everything is coming out right here. It's early morning in Nevada, and wow, it's nice today. There's a lot of clouds in the sky, which is something I like. Um, I like sunshine too, but if you just stare at a blue sky all day, somehow I'm thinking, the creator isn't doing his artwork or something. Yeah, it's pretty early in the morning here, and I was thinking about what topic I wanted to talk about today. And I came up, Spirit told me in my meditation this morning, talk about giving and receiving, and talk about prosperity and being open to prosperity. Now, maybe you people out there can help me because I'm not probably exactly clear on certain things that you might be able to help me with. And one of these things is what I see going on around me in regards to all kinds of people, let's say on the YouTube channels or whatever, are making all kinds of money. And yours truly here is, I'll just say, I'm taken care of, not from YouTube, but just from different sources of the universe. I'm taken care of. But here's the thing, and I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way, because like I say, you can help me as much as I can help you. Now I come on here, and I've been coming on. Well, let me start with this, okay? I've always had a problem. I've always had a problem with people that I know, okay, are coming on YouTube or let's say just a website or anything, as I peruse through the internet and I find out that everything is about money. Everything is about, well, I'll give you this, but in order for me to give you this, why don't you subscribe to my channel? And I don't mean just subscribing to the channel. I mean, these channels have places where you can go on there and join the club, whatever, and they get so much money a month, they get an income. Or let's say some of these channels have a thing where they go on what they call chat, and during the chat you see all kinds of little flags popping up, $20, $50, $100. And these people are making that as they speak. Now, for the most part, the channels that I have seen where this is happening are giving you nothing. They're giving you nothing. Most YouTube channels, bear with me here, most YouTube channels regurgitate information that they have gotten from other YouTube channels. In other words, they'll come on and these people will look at, let's say, the news, okay, in the world, and they'll have their little screen sharing thing, and they'll pop up all the different news going on in the world, and they'll talk about that, and they'll make comments on that, and it will be in line with their agenda, let's say. So like if it's the truther movement, they'll bring up all this news, and what they will do is they will interpret it in their way, for their agenda, for their, let's say, their patriot agenda or their truther agenda. And this is stuff that you could go out on the internet and find yourself in a matter of 10, 15 minutes. Yet here here are these people on there that are just surfing the internet and pulling up stuff and showing it on their screen and talking about it and talking about what this means and what that means. But they go nowhere. They give you nothing. They give you no hope. They don't give you answers. They just give you what's on the news and their interpretation of it. Now they may say something like, well, you see this right here, this is the white hats, or this is the black hats, and this is what's going on. And they get you all involved in their little patriot game or their truther game or whatever game it is. I'm just using that as an example. Gotta turn off my heater here. So here they are, and they go on chat, and they're getting all this money coming in, all this money. And I'm like, really, people? I mean, okay, when I go on a channel, I'll be the first to admit I don't want to pay anything. I don't want to, unless it's something that is like really beneficial to me. Okay, but I haven't found anything like that. Okay. I haven't found, and maybe I'm not looking in the right places, but I haven't found anything that is like, wow, that's really going to help me in my life. And this person deserves to be rewarded. Okay. Now I come on here and I talk. People might think it's easy, to do a video. Okay. And again, I'm asking your help. I'm asking for your feedback. If I have a block in my mind or in my energy field or whatever to receiving for what I give, well, then that's on me, and that has nothing to do with you. So I'm here just having a two-way conversation. Any comments you have, you can leave them in the comment section below. I'm always open to critical analysis or whatever. But here's the thing. Let me continue. When you give, if I come on here and it takes me 2 hours to do a video, actually an hour to do the video and maybe an hour and a half to put it up on YouTube and distribute it around through different links or whatever, and I do that every time I do a video. If I come on here and I take 2 hours of my time or 3 hours of my time doing that, that's not even talking about the information I give, then that in itself is worthy of something, I would think. Now let's talk about the information that I give. I don't go on and surf the channels and find news stories and rail on and on and on about, some agenda or, the Illuminati and the New World Order. I've talked about that stuff in the past, but I talk about it in the context of what you can do to defend yourself against it, or what you can do to raise your consciousness so you're not so affected by it. These are the things I do. I try to teach spiritual techniques to get you out of that syndrome, okay? And to suck you out of that collective consciousness, to try to give you a bit of freedom. Now, I realize that a lot of people that come on YouTube channels, they may like somebody a whole lot. They may think the world of this person, and they may think, wow, this guy's really good, or girl, or whatever, and they're giving me good information. But then in their mind, they're saying to themselves, well, this person's going to come on anyway. This person's going to, He's giving his stuff for free. She's giving her stuff for free, whoever they're watching. And so I know that they're going to be back on anyway, so why should I pay for it? Why should I give anything? I'm here to receive, and I'm here to use that information, and that information might be philosophical. I do a lot of philosophical stuff. I do a lot of shamanistic stuff. I do all kinds of stuff that I feel will be beneficial. And here's another thing, I share my wisdom. You would have to live as long as I do. Okay. If you're younger, which a lot of people are, you would have to live as long as I do and been through all the experiences that I've been through. And you would have to do meditation for years, and you would have to do research for years, and you would have to read hundreds and hundreds of books, and you would have to tap into intuitive knowledge, and you would have to do all the things that I did just to get the information that I can give you, that I pass freely to you. You get my drift here? So I'm thinking, and sometimes I even go to the indigenous practices of what a medicine man was in the indigenous world, in the North American, Native American, indigenous culture. And I look at the practices there, and when somebody went to a medicine man, what is medicine? Well, medicine is anything that makes you feel better, okay, that increases your consciousness, that helps you, uses spirits to help you either heal on certain levels or be able to navigate through life, or special prayers, whatever, okay. Doing some kind of ritual of healing. That's what the medicine men did, okay. But nobody would ever think of going to these people unless they made an offering. Now, sometimes they offered tobacco, sometimes they offered money, sometimes they offered goods, food, maybe something that they knew that person could use in their life. But always it was never thought of to go to a medicine man or go to a healer or go to somebody that they were getting some type of healing from, or some type of information, or maybe even advice, counsel, and not in return give that person a gift, okay, if that's the way you want to look at it. Now, again, I have always had the mindset, okay, that I'm gonna give this stuff out anyway. Why? Because it's a purpose. It's a purpose that I have, okay, to try to help humanity in some way, shape, or form, all right? Not only is it a purpose, but it's something that I feel is incumbent upon me to do. If I know something that's going to help somebody else, then am I going to just sit around in my house and not share it with somebody else? So I have trouble in my mind computing what's going on here and where this is coming from. When I come on here for an hour or a half an hour and I tell my stories and I give information and I give techniques that I have learned through years and years of meditation, and just practical things that you can use in your everyday life. I try to transform your consciousness to a certain extent by the things that I'm talking about. And yet, maybe it's a block that I have. Again, your comments are appreciated. Maybe it's a block that I have in me Because I always felt, and I always have had this feeling that somehow money always gets in the way, okay, of spirituality, okay? And it has nothing to do with spirituality, but then on the other hand, I realize that money is energy, okay? And money is something that is, or prosperity, or any kind of energy that is sustaining you, okay, is nothing, money is nothing but energy, okay? So taking that concept of money as energy, then why wouldn't I allow that energy to flow to me? Why wouldn't I? Where is the block there? Do I feel that no matter how much information I'm giving out, and I'm just coming from the heart here, no matter how much information I'm giving out, somehow I'm not worthy. Somehow I have a problem with anything, self-esteem, or I don't feel I deserve it, or whatever. Well, these are things that, can come up. These are things that can come up in your consciousness that maybe you haven't cleared or I haven't cleared, about giving and receiving. And I might call this video Giving and Receiving. So I'm trying to figure out here, I give freely. I come on here and I give freely. I give information. I give whatever I have. Okay. But when it comes time to maybe talk about my books, okay, which are, I mean, that's another thing too. I have a book out, Listen to the Wind, and I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just mentioning it. And another book that are both, I have got nothing but good feedback on both of those books, and they're both about spirituality and shamanism. And the one book, Listen to the Wind, is just about helping you, having chapters in there that jog your consciousness and help you to understand maybe what life's about. And it is an award-winning book. Yet here I am, an award-winning author. Is it because I don't come on here with one of those big goddamn giant microphones, and I have the setting behind me, and I have all the lighting, and I have thousands of followers and all this stuff? I don't get it. I don't get it. Sometimes I ask myself, well, don't you deserve, after 10 years of being on, and I don't want to sound like I'm whining here. Again, you're helping me. You can give me comments about what your feelings are. So I have a deal now where, if somebody comes on and donates $10, I give them a PDF copy of my book. I give it to them. All right. Now, should I just give it to you and not, care? Yeah, let thousands of people write me, and I'll just give them my book and I'll send it to them. Or should I, is $10 too much for a donation? Should it be $5? The book sells on Amazon for, over $10. I mean, I could have even made it higher. My desire was just to get my message out. Just to get my message out, okay? Get the message that is in the book to free your spirit and give you peace of mind and guidance, okay? Now, am I going to sit here and say that I've never received a donation, or, well, no. I'm not going to say that. I have received, I mean, I'll be sitting there and I'll get an email where I'll just get like $150. Boom, just like that. And then that person might come back and give me that twice more, okay? And this person, whoever did this, knows who I'm talking about. Okay, so I appreciate you. I want you to know that, and I appreciate others, okay, who understand in their heart, what I'm able to give out, what I am able to channel. I actually contacted this person and have a pretty good relationship with them now. Okay. I have a connection. Let's put it that way. And when I connect with somebody, I send them good energy. I send them lots of good energy, okay? And lots of prayers and lots of positive stuff, okay? Now, I don't do that all the time. I don't connect with people all the time. I have a rule of thumb that just doesn't connect with anybody that writes me, okay? But if I see a sincere effort, if I see somebody giving out of the goodness of their heart, not even giving it a second thought, well, I'm going to connect with that person on some kind of high spiritual level. I don't care who it is. I'm going to connect with them because I have the ability to do that. I have the ability as a shaman. There is no such thing as space and time and linear time, and I go completely outside that dimension, and I connect on other dimensions. Okay. Now I realize I don't have thousands of subscribers. I have like 1,700. I can't get to the point where I get into that 2,000 subscriber mark, and then that allows me to do other things monetarily, on YouTube. But then again, there's a part of me that hates YouTube. I mean, you can't win for losing. I mean, there's a part of me that just despises YouTube for their censorship and how they use channels to make a lot of money, and they put a lot of ads on there. And these people put ads on, and the money, a good part of the money, yeah, some of these YouTubers make money, but a good part of that money goes to YouTube and goes to sources I don't even know about. So I'm conflicted in a way. I'm conflicted because I don't even know if I would use the monetization program or whatever it is. I would rather, if people out there are enjoying what I have to say and they're getting information from what I have to say, I would rather them go to my website, which I've mentioned many times, and make a donation directly. I don't want to involve YouTube. I don't want to involve these people that like to come on and censor. And here's another thing. Maybe the reason that I don't have so many subscribers, and I've looked into this in depth, is because there's something else. It might not be me blocking the situation at all, blocking the flow, but it could be some other source. Because you don't do videos for 10 years on YouTube and just have 1,700 subscribers. What's wrong with that picture? What's wrong with that picture? You would think just being on for that length of time, you would at least have 20,000. So I'm thinking that, when I look into the algorithms and the AI, okay, that is controlling YouTube, and we're talking about not people, we're talking about robotic things. Yes, they're programmed by people, but we're talking about a robotic artificial entity that zooms in right on your channel and listens to every word you say, okay? And this artificial intelligence will go in and it'll actually look at your thumbnail that you have on your video. It'll look at that, it'll scan that, it'll take everything on that level, on the visual level. Then it'll go into your YouTube video, frame by frame by frame by frame, and listen to every word you say. Watch your movement. It'll take pictures of the background, what I have on my wall. It'll compute and make up its mind about what it thinks this person is, or if they're, if they should be promoted maybe, or if they should be pushed, or stifled, we'll put that guy on the back burner. So if I'm saying something that is really beneficial to you and beneficial to humanity, I might not get out there at all. They say, when somebody subscribes to your channel, you know about it, or you get a notification or something. I haven't got a lot of notifications, okay, and I haven't. So I'm thinking. Now again, your feedback is whatever you want to give me. I'm thinking that, and I have been thinking for a long time, because I've been doing videos for a long, long time exposing, long before the truthers, long before the patriot movement, long before all this bullshit came out. I have been on here talking about governments. Okay, I've been talking about this, how people are being manipulated. I've been talking about the history of manipulation, the history of genocide to the Native Americans. Okay, I've been talking about all kinds of things that the government has been doing, okay, way before there was any kind of pandemic or truther movement. Or, in fact, I did a video in 2014, I think it was, about the coming pandemic, about what was going to happen, way before it happened. I have prophesied many things, and when I say I don't mean particularly, thunder here. I'm talking about the energy that I glean from the universe, the downloads, or the intuition, or let's say spirits talking to me on a very high level, saying, hey, do this or do that. For the people out there. It's always for you people. Now, do I get something out of this as well? Well, yes, I do, because a lot of times I'll just be channeling pure spirit. I mean, thunder won't even be here. I've channeled all kinds of high information from a higher source, from a higher level. So I'll have to go, it's almost like I'm out of body. I'll have to go back and look at my video to see what I said. Try that on for size. So I learn too. Because I channel spirit, and I'm out there for the benefit of mankind, and I'm out there for benevolent reasons. I'm not out there to make $1 million or 2 million or be a billionaire. So I do this out of the goodness of my heart. I do this again because it's a purpose. I'm kind of driven to do it. And I probably will do it as long as I'm walking around on the planet, or as long as I have access, or as long as I am able to financially. Okay. But that's hit and miss too. I mean, believe me, you think I'm just kicking around, sitting by the pool, having a martini or something? You don't think I go through hard times? I have been through hard times. I have been scuffling. I have been homeless. I have been homeless for a short period of time. And if I wasn't homeless, I was just getting by. I mean, eating top ramen for dinner, all right? So sometimes I'm in I thank Great Spirit right now, and I want you all to know that I do thank Great Spirit that I have a roof over my head, food on the table, and clothes on my back. You can't, in health, decent health, you can't ask for any more than that, really. You can't ask for any more. Now, the only additional thing that I would ask for, and that everybody wants, on the physical level, is freedom, financial freedom, or let's say enough to where you don't have to worry about what kind of bullshit the government lays on your head. You have a nice little sum. You know what? I was thinking the other day, if I had 50 grand in the bank, I wouldn't have another worry in my life. That's all it would take, because see, I'm the kind of guy that budgets. I'm the kind of guy that can live on nothing. So I mean, I'm not going to be here for the, for a whole lot longer. You never know, though. I mean, but I'm just saying that if I had that much money in the bank, some people will get a 50 grand inheritance, or a 60 grand inheritance, or whatever, and they'll go through that shit like in a year or two or less, because they're not a spiritual person. Okay, they're not a spiritual person. When they get that money, it's like boom, they got to go out and get this and get that, and oh man, I got to really have fun now. But that's not my conception of money. That's not my conception of fun. My conception of fun is relaxation, not having to worry about paying a bill, okay? And I have very few bills, believe me. My dad, if he did nothing else, he was a major budgeter. He taught me how to budget till where I could live on nothing. And I thank him for that. So I'm kind of just rambling on here talking about all this stuff. I'm going to close the curtain here maybe a little. Let's see. Yeah, I know it's a little bit darker, but man, when the sun starts coming out in the desert here, you gotta you gotta kind of cut it down just a little. It starts getting too intense. So anyway, this is just a video, and maybe me talking about this stuff will jog something in you about whatever your blocks are, or whatever. Do we block ourselves? Are there forces? Are there forces that are out there in the artificial intelligence and the government and all that kind of keep you down? And again, I totally realize that, in this day and age when money is so hard and it's hard to make ends meet, try being my age on a fixed income. But anyway, I realize that, and so I don't readily just go out there and give people money. I try to do it other ways because I can't afford to do that. I try to give it through my talks and my stories and uh, other other means. Okay. So anyway, take this for what it's worth. I just felt like I wanted to do this video and maybe get some feedback, jog some people out there, conscience or whatever. I don't know. But I know people appreciate me, and I know that I appreciate all the ones that come to this channel and stick through the whole video. That's another thing too. People have the attention of a gnat. Okay. They come on, and if they don't hear something that excites them or titillates them, or if they don't hear some kind of bad news and then have a spin on the bad news and all that good stuff, that's not why I'm here. I'm here to talk as a friend. I'm here to be a friend to you. I'm here to give you wisdom that I have learned. I am a wisdom keeper. I am into shamanistic practices. I am a shaman. So the things that I learned that help me, I'm like, okay, well, it's incumbent upon me to go out there and share this with other people. So giving and receiving is a thing that is very important. And I know the axiom, okay, if you want to receive, you give. I know that all too well, and I'm giving in my own way. So anyway, this isn't a talk about, boosting Thunder's income or anything. I don't want you to get that. I'm just telling you how this is a heartfelt talk. I want you to continue coming to my channel. I don't care if you give me a dime. Doesn't matter to me. I'm going to do this anyway, just like you know I am, until I can't do it anymore. Okay? But at least when I'm not here anymore, you'll have 600 videos that you can go back and listen to almost every imaginable topic you can imagine. All right? And it's not on this mundane bullshit level, okay? It's on a deeper level. It's on a heartfelt level. And everything that I say is not a manipulation or, a bending of the truth or an agenda that I don't really know if it's real or not. Go out on the YouTube channels and see what you get out there. Go on. Go out there and look at all these so-called people that have information that's external, that's mundane. It's not coming from the heart. It's not coming from spirit. All right? So take that into consideration. There's a lot of ways people could help me, help my channel by just sharing stuff. But see, again, even if you share it, I mean, is it really going to matter if YouTube or some artificial intelligence says, hey, you know what? This guy's telling too much truth. He's too heartfelt. He's revealing things. He's revealing knowledge that maybe shouldn't be out there, because when people get a hold of this, I mean, they might start seeing our game. And that's all I've ever been here for, is for you to see the game and how to handle it. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there today because I don't want to be long-winded. But you get the drift. You get the drift. Maybe I should put a sign up that says support your local shaman or whatever. And I want the people that do. If you can't donate, or if you can't get one of my books, how about sending me some good energy? Because I know how to do that. I know how to send good energy out to people. I know how to send healing energy out to people. that's all that you need to do, really. The rest will take care of itself. And I'll continue sending good energy out to you. So I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to get too long-winded today. Thanks for listening. Adios.